Joining me now in the studio is Kettering Town's Physio, Craig Mander. Craig, welcome to
Thank you very much.
Poppies TV. Been a little while since we've making your debut here, and not been a bad season injury-wise for you, has it?
No, I have to say we've other than the long-term injury to Jonathan Thorpe, we've actually come through the season not too badly at all. So you know, one of the remits, if you like, is to give Scott and Thomas the selection of the whole squad and try and keep the whole team fit. And there's a few niggles, and playing on surfaces like we do in our league, it's difficult sometimes with knocks and niggles, and the way that people play, like JJ doesn't pull out of challenges and what have you, so they've always got knocks and niggles and bruises, and with the training on hard surfaces and AstroTurf and things like that, keeping people fit is a real challenge, but something I've risen to this season, which is it's been nice. We've had fit squad pretty much 90% of the whole season, which is really good.
Craig, I think Steve Kinnerborough seems to get a lot of bad tackles on, doesn't he? He does have studs all over his legs.
I'm sure that's nothing to do with his technique. I'm sure he won't mind me saying, but I think fullbacks tend to take the most knocks. It just seems to be the way that the team plays. Obviously, a lot of the play starts through the fullbacks, and I think particularly James Clifton and Steve Kinnerborough always seem to get knocks and roll their ankles or get bruised shins. They're probably the most colourful legs in the change room. They're battered.
Well, you're privy to that. I'm not entirely accurate on that.
So but they soldier through. I think JJ took a really heavy challenge against St Ives on the shin, which came straight out as bruising. Just missed the shin pad. So there's some nasty injuries long term, and we've been proud of what I've been able to achieve personally. Get most of the players fit and give Scott and Thomas a full squad to choose from for pretty much 99% of all the home games and all the away games. So it's jobs on from that point of view, and obviously it can make the difference in a title promotion bid when players are all available and fully fit, and sometimes they like to change the squad around and rest some people and things, so it gives them a full option.
It is beneficial to have a fit squad, as you say, to choose from, and obviously with the results going Kettering's way this season, it's been great.
I'd like to think that that's played a big part, and I also think when Scott decides to change things around and Thomas certainly bringing new players in as well, it does give us the opportunity to to rest certain people, or at least to try different formations and different things out. So at the end of the day, all of the backroom staff, whether we're kitmen or physios, we all want the team to be successful on the pitch. So we all play our part, and we're quite a close knit. If you like, it's a family. That's the way we look at it. We all pull together, and as much as many people know, we drive hours and hours to get to training and things like that. We all have other commitments and things. We're all volunteers at the end of the day, but we do what needs to be done, and that shows in results, and we all play a part. I'm not saying that mine and Malk's contribution is behind the success of the team this season. I'm
sure it is. Malk always says it is.
As much as people will tell you differently, we play quite a small role, but the role we do play, it does have a benefit, and obviously, the boys have put in some fantastic performances this season, and we hope today is no different.
What's the atmosphere like in the in the rooms today?
It's quite relaxed. I think people are very keen to put the result from St Ives right, and people know that it wasn't good enough, and people know that we can be better, but we won't play the occasion today. We'll play the opposition, and hopefully get the vital 3 points and set Monday up potentially for a big game. If we can do it today, great, but no disrespect to the opposition. Each game is a game in its own right, and we need to play properly today. We need to be better than we were. We need to be more creative. We need to create more chances. We need to be better all round, really, and I think the lads are really keen to put that right this week.
Well, we'll see that in a few minutes' time. In about 50 minutes' time, we'll see if Craig's assumptions there with the team come off. But so, what's your background with other than Kettering Town? How do you get involved with the club? It's been a couple of years now.
Yeah, it's been about 2.5 years now. Really, when things kind of went quite badly for Kettering, there was an opportunity, obviously, to work with Kettering, and something I took wholeheartedly. Really, I was very familiar with Kettering from my days at Stevenage back in the 90s. Club with a proud history and things like that.
I didn't quake then when you mentioned the word.
No, it's something obviously Stevenage Borough it was back then, but they've gone and had different sets of fortunes, and obviously I'd like to think that Kettering can enjoy those kind of things as well in the future. This is the first stage in that, and getting the club back into a decent league where we can compete and attract real good quality players and play some more attractive football rather than grinding results out week in week out in these kind of leagues. Which we are where we are, and we're under no illusions what the task is, and I certainly take my job really seriously in terms of what I do away from the club, in as much as I'm lucky enough to work in football full time as well. So from a coaching point of view, a lot of the things we say to our boys at the academy are exactly the same things that these guys have got in the back of their mind as well. And playing the game properly is something that has been my job for a number of years now. So teaching young boys how to understand the game and play the game from sort of 14 years old up to sort of 21 years old. It's something that I've always had a passion for and been heavily involved in. So I had the opportunity to move to Spain, lived in Marbella for 10 years, which is obviously a very nice lifestyle. I didn't go there for football, but ended up being something that I was really sort of passionate about, and took the opportunity wholeheartedly when it came the opportunity to come and do something for Kettering, whether it be sort of a kit man or a T-boy or a cleaner or something. It was a good opportunity for me, and unfortunately it's something that I was passionate about as well, something I had a good knowledge in looking after players and injury management and sports science and all those kind of things. So it kind of ticks all the boxes for me, really. I'm really pleased to be part of the team.
Well, we're pleased to have you here, and thank you for coming over. It's been nice to hear from you, and let's hope that you can celebrate your birthday today.
Let's hope so. Yeah,
with a win, but not today. But
didn't quite go to plan last weekend, but
hopefully this weekend for the
hopefully this one we can put that right. Yeah.
Okay, Craig, that's great of you to come over.
All the best.
I know you're going to be busy now, so
getting
ready for the
kick-off.
match. So
yeah, fantastic.
There we go, Craig. That's Craig Mander, Kettering Town's physio, and